Good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. This is liable to be a short one because my voice has not been doing too well because I breathed some dust last week. At least I think that's what it was. It could be the dreaded, I won't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. But I'm feeling better today, and yesterday I was feeling somewhat better, so I'm going to make this short. I'm going to talk about persistence and consistency. It's very difficult to be consistent when you're not feeling like being consistent, or you're not feeling like things are never going to work out, or you're not feeling like you're making any headway. These are all things that come upon you, or feelings that come upon you when you're not feeling too well. But what you have to remember is these are just feelings, and you can't allow them to control you. You're going to have times of character building, let's call it that. Times when you feel like things aren't just going to work out no matter what you do. Do you think that the most successful people that you admire got to where they are today by just skipping happily along on the golden road to destiny? No, they didn't. They probably had nights where they cried themselves to sleep. Yes, men. But they wouldn't want you to know about it, nor do you need to know about it. But I'm telling you what, those times come. There's a expression or a saying in a book that I read sometimes. I haven't read it for a long time. Sorrow may come in the evening, but joy comes in the morning. Sometimes we're very tired in the evening, and if we haven't been feeling well, maybe we're tired during the day because your body is trying to rebuild or rejuvenate from something that has torn it down. And you're not going to be feeling like you're on the mountaintop, like you're the greatest success in the world. But as a man, you need to recognize that these are feelings, and this too shall pass. What you have to do during these times is to do what you need to do and get it done, whether you feel like it or not. As I said, I hadn't been feeling too well lately and hadn't been doing too much. I did work out yesterday for about 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes I was completely exhausted, so I stopped. Now that's a time when you need to listen to your body. You need to listen to how your body is feeling. But what I'm talking about is not listening to those emotional feelings of discouragement, disillusionment. Is it ever going to get better? Am I going to get through this? Am I going to achieve my goals and my vision? Because when you're feeling down or when your body is tired, that's when your mind has a tendency to think about the negative, if you like, or you have doubts want to come in. But what you have to do is keep doing the same routine that you had before you started feeling badly, and you will get through it. You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to feel like it's working. As a matter of fact, it may feel like nothing you're doing is working. I get up every morning, I listen to my affirmation, I want to say affirmation tape, but that's dating me, right? That was it. My affirmation recording, I'll say it that way. That word still works. And then I sit down and I read. No, first I meditate or contemplate for a while, and then I read. And then I come and read. After that, I read my story, how I want my life to be, as if it already is, like my life is that now. I read that twice a day, when I get up in the morning and before I go to bed at night. And I also listen to it. I have it recorded. I listen to it twice a day, when I get up in the morning and before I go to bed at night. It's the last thing I do and the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. Over and over and over again. This is how you program your brain to focus on the things that you desire instead of the things that you don't want, such as listening to the news. They talk about all of the things in your life that you don't want. I don't listen to the news. I don't watch it. Now, a couple weeks ago, I got to watching some of the clips because they were starting to talk about what I desired to see brought about. But even then, it's a lot of negativity, and you can't believe everything that you hear. Everyone that, everyone that is talking about the subjects has their own agenda, and their number one agenda is to get you to watch. So you have to keep that in mind also. So even though it might be what I want to see happening, it still has a slant on it through their perceptions, through their filters of life. It doesn't mean they're doing anything maliciously. It's just that they have desires and they're moving toward those desires. And what they say and what they present is filtered in respect to those desires and their experiences in life with whoever they're talking about. So I had to cut that off because I realized I was starting to think a little negatively about things like that. But back to the point, so when you're going through these difficult times or when your body's run down, when you're not feeling too well, you just have to keep trudging the road of happy destiny. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have a routine, you just keep doing that. You keep doing the same routine over and over and over again. And this is the difference between the winners and the losers. The losers quit. They give up when these hard times come. But the winners press on and press through to a victory, to achieve their vision, their goals, or their desires. It's not easy. And if it were easy, it wouldn't mean anything to you if you got there. And if it were easy, everybody would be doing it. But it's not. But that's why you're doing it, because you're not everybody. If you were, you wouldn't be listening to me today. So keep pressing on, even if you feel like nothing's happening. Something is happening inside of you. And that's where it has to happen first. When it happens in here, when it's a reality in here, then it becomes a reality out there that you can see and touch. Remember that. That's it for today. I made it without losing my voice. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.